very warm welcome everyone, my name is Nick, thank you for joining me. We're on the SEGA Genesis or Mega Drive depending on where you are based in the world, and this one is Turbo OUTRUN, published by SEGA in 1992. Based in the arcade cabinet of course from 1989, the sequel to OUTRUN. Already reviewed OUTRUN 2019, so it'll be interesting to see how this one plays. Different levels of play. We'll put it on normal for the time being. If I don't do very well, we'll put it on very easy. Now, this game differs from the first OUTRUN game because there's no forks in the road. You've got a choice of manual or automatic gears. And you've also got a boost button as well, which makes the car go extra super fast. So if driving a Ferrari F40, we start off in New York and we must go and go and go until the time runs out, right? Now our boost, I don't like the start of this. Now the boosts are dictated by, you can do as many of these boosts as you want until the car overheats, then you can't, you have to wait for the car to calm down. This game seems very jittery at the moment. I'm not liking it too much. At the start anyway. Yeah, this is bad. This is handling really awful. Maybe it's because I'm using boost too much. Music is okay without being spectacular, and it is looking a bit dull at the moment, but we've got off the first stage. What's up with those clouds? And it's Washington DC. The frame rate of this game is awful. Oh man, I really liked OUTRUN. I mean, OUTRUN 2019 wasn't as good as the first game, but OUTRUN 2019 is much better than this. I am disappointed so far. Hopefully it's going to improve as we go through. So basically the difference are no extra boosts, which OUTRUN didn't have, no fault roads, so it's just about checkpoints and just about your timing, so no different routes you can take. A subtle change in scenery when you go through each place. See, it's overheated there, so I can't get to the next boost. The police will come after you every now and again. This isn't great, this, is it? I'm surprised. I expected it to be good. Now, I've already reviewed Turbo OUTRUN the Commodore 64. I didn't mind it there. Spectrum, it was okay. Here, I'm expecting a lot more. So check out your heat gauge in the top right, and check out how much time you got left over in the top left. Driving off the road will cost you time, as will crashing into traffic. We've got to Indianapolis, and it's all gone a bit red. Now, if you like this game, let me know. It's not disastrous, but it's poor compared to the others, and I don't think it deserves to be called an OUTRUN game. Both Lotus games are better than this one. I would avoid this, stick with the original OUTRUN game. If you think different, then let me know. I haven't read to see what other reviews were like at the time about this game. I've just jumped in, so other people might like it, but me personally, I don't think it's all that. I might be being a bit controversial here. Game over. It's a bit juddery. The boosts make it harder to drive around the corners, and the frame rate isn't brilliant. Anyway, maybe we'll go on easy mode this time. I was on normal there. A Ferrari F40. There's the best runners, and as you can see, I am the best runner. 2 minutes 7 seconds that lasted. Right, let's delve into the workings of this thing. So the arcade machine came out in 1989. Sega published this one on the Sega Mega Drive in 1992. We'll go on very easy. We'll keep the main theme. I mean, the music isn't really that poppy either. Not really that memorable. I do like this bit though. This bit is good. All the guys working on the car. Do miss the fault roads, but that was Turbo OUTRUN anyway. There's a Porsche there next to us. Let's get past that. Right, off we go. Let's try and do a bit better this time. It's on easy mode, so hopefully the time is a bit more generous to us. Boost available. But why can't we get past that simple car? The traffic goes too fast if you're boosting. It doesn't seem to take that into account. Road holding is particularly good, but I believe after each successful stage you can get upgrades of the car, so it's all based on upgrades to make the car handle better as you go forward. But you know, as an arcade spectacle, I hate that cloud colour. As an arcade spectacle, it's lacking somewhat. It's like essence of OUTRUN without being complete OUTRUN, if you know what I mean. It deserved, the buying public deserved a bit better than this thing. Right, now, other races we got to cover are Top Gear 2, and I think there's quite a few other ones yet. We're barely scratching the surface when it comes to Mega Drive games. I think we've reviewed about 30 or so now. As soon as we've got up to 50, I'll do a recap video, as we tend to do. Do check out the other recap videos in multiples of 50. There's a Game Boy Advance ones there, the ZX Spectrum, Commodore Amiga, to name just a few. Right, come on, hold on to the road. Commodore 64 has worked. It's snowing, and we spam right round. That's going to cost us a bit of time. Turbo is available, and we'll make use of that at all. So the turbo isn't really adding much to it. I haven't never played this on the arcade. Hopefully the arcade version is a lot better than this one. Presume it is. But in this version, the turbo is really just giving you handling problems. Should be able to get to Indianapolis regardless. We've got to that in normal mode. Overheat. Right, Indianapolis. There we go. 22 seconds left. Manual gears, no, automatic gears are a help here. Road is nice and wide. Presumably it's going to get a bit narrow first of all. Look at the horizons going across there. That's not smooth whatsoever. You like smoothness from a game as well as speed. Traffic is going too fast, as I say. 3 seconds. Oh, we're not going to get to the checkpoint, are we? Yeah. So, despite that being on very easy, we only got as far as we did on normal. I need to ease off the accelerator then round the corners, maybe not boost as much. We'll have one last go. We won't stay on it too long. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Yeah, you get awarded less points for being on easy mode. Right, one last go and then we'll skedaddle. If you like this game, let me know. As I say, it's not bad, but I set up myself really high standards for this, having played the original OUTRUN, and it's just not cutting the mustard. Rightio. We'll mix about with the tune, see if we can get a bit more out of it. Racing across the states, I think. Off we go. Automatic again. I won't bother with manual. Why make it more difficult for myself for not much advantage? Ferrari F40 versus a Porsche 9. Well, it might be a 959 or a 911. If you want a Ferrari F40 versus a Porsche 911, well, 959, then go for test drive too. But we've left that Porsche standing. Easy mode. We're probably having to race that Porsche as well, and in a very difficult mode, it probably goes a bit quicker. Now, I'm trying to be a bit generous around the corners, easing off the speed a little bit, see if that does make a difference going forward. Look, that van! That van should not be going that quick. Get out of the way, blue Porsche. Bit of undulation, but the car doesn't leave the road or jump. We're on some sort of sand bit now, going through, well, I presume it's a desert, or is it a dirt track? The boost is overheated, so we can't use that again until it's cooled down. This game is just annoying me now. Want to get to the end, or do I? Right, there's the Porsche almost come past us then, our opponent. Turbo is available if you can get past that removal van. If I was moving house, that's the sort of removal van I would hire, the speed that thing goes. And there's a lot of them on the road as we hit Pittsburgh. I want to get past Indianapolis this time to at least show you the upgrade screen for completing a set. The original OUTRUN just goes on and on and on until you finish the game with fault roads. This one, no fault roads as I mentioned before, but it will stop momentarily after a few stages for you to buy upgrades, and then you'll be on your way again. So that's how it distinguishes itself from the first game. They tried to do something a bit different, but I think they should have kept it the same, in particular with this one. Do have a look at OUTRUN 2019, my review of that if you haven't seen it already. That again wasn't as good as OUTRUN, but it was better than this in my opinion. It was like a futuristic OUTRUN that, in the year 2019. Imagine that if you may. It was like a futuristic car you were driving, so it wasn't really a Ferrari, not that I know of anyway. Right, 19 seconds, 18 seconds, 17 seconds. I think we're further ahead than last time. We need the checkpoint to come up. There we go. So that's the end. That's the end of that set of courses. And the band play on. I've been practicing forever. I didn't think I'd ever seen them, but there they are. Right, so we can pay for higher power engine, higher grip tyres. I think we'll go for higher grip tyres because the road holding on this car is not brilliant, especially when you do the boosts. Right, so one upgrade. Will it start getting better now? We're at night. It's in Chicago. There's a grid girl waving her pom-poms. She's had enough. She's off. She's done her work for the day, and we start. Boost. Now, are these extra grippy tyres going to make any difference? Well, maybe slightly. I'll still have to edge off the accelerator a little bit there. Chicago, do you recognise it? It's a hell of a town. And all that jazz. Right, turbo available. Oh, span, but we kept it on the road, which is always a bonus. Lots and lots of boosts available here. But, you know, right, St. Louis. police after us. We do not want to get stopped by the police. If we get stopped by the police, I think it's game over. So if you come to a halt or crash in front of them, they're probably going to bust your bottom. Go away, police people. We were in no mood for you today. And how are they keeping up with Ferrari F40 with a boost button? And it looks like just a standard police car. Oh no, come on, we must be able to get past that thing. Oh, this is a joke. It's like being blocked by clip art or something rather than actually racing a car. Right, Memphis. I'm walking on Memphis. This is Elvis territory, isn't it? Where's Elvis? He'll be all shook up by this one. Oh, this is the best colour palette so far of the courses we've done. 30 seconds. Mode is very easy, I remind you that, we're on very easy. If you completed this on the very hard mode, let me know. Show off below. What happens at the end? Do you get some amazing game over sequence? I'd imagine you just get a few clip scenes, wouldn't you? A few like pictures. Atlanta. That was a quick one. Oh, it's raining, and I don't like that rain effect at all. It's like playing the game with an untuned television set. Oh, the snow stopped. There's no road markings here. Now, I reckon this is the last stage, and then we'll get more upgrades again. Oops, that's going to cost us. We spam round. 16 seconds. We don't want to get busted by the police. Keep going, Nick. Keep going. It's a shame this, because graphically it's okay. It's just the gaming engine is not coping with it. We're in, I don't know where. Atlanta. Is it the Salt Lakes of Atlanta? Oh, we've run out of time. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one there. A huge disappointment to me, that. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. It's a bit very lackluster for what it could have actually achieved. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Turbo Outrun on the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, published in 1992 and based on the arcade cabinet from 1989. Got any comments about this game? Any thoughts? Then let me know. Put your comments below. You're always more than welcome. It's good to generate a bit of activity, a bit of conversation with your retro memories. A big thank you to everyone that's subscribed to the channel so far. That's a huge help in keeping it growing. If you want to help a bit more, there's patreon.com/njenkin. Every bit really does help. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye. Goodbye.